Everyone, and welcome to this video today. My name's Tim and I do a lot of the training videos here at vMix, and something that we get requested a lot is a live demo video. So we get emails every single day and we don't really have the time or capacity to do thousands of live training videos on vMix every single day. So this is kind of going to be a live, not live, demo of vMix, and so it might be a little bit longer. We're going to kind of go over all of the commonly asked questions and show you some basic production scenarios across this video. Now I'm going to try and do it as quickly as possible with one take, but I guarantee you it would probably be 100 and 200,000 maybe takes before we get it done. So anyway, stick with me and we'll go through as much as we can in this live demo. Now if you do have any questions about specific functions or features in vMix, check out hundreds of other videos on our YouTube channel. Or you can send us an email if you have a specific question via our website. If you do email us asking for a live demo, you'll probably just get a link back to this video, so do your best not to create that infinite loop. And if I have sent you an email link to this video, hi, hope you enjoy this video. So firstly, if you didn't know, vMix is software for your Windows computer that allows you to create live video productions and live streams. You can use it to add multiple cameras, video guests, social media content, instant replays, NDI sources, titles, data-driven graphics, and a whole lot more. Now, we've seen vMix used in trillion-dollar companies, network TV, your favorite sporting events, esports, tournaments, red carpets, but it's also accessible enough to use for an everyday personal talk show live stream, game streams, product launches, or maybe even internal town hall meetings. And of course, we use it for our monthly live show here at vMix. Now, vMix is a really versatile solution for a lot of people. However, we don't mind if you use all of vMix's features or maybe just one or two. Although you can create world-class multi-camera content that encompasses all of the features that vMix has to offer, you can also use it for something really specific. So maybe you're watching this video and you're the one person in the company that's been tasked to work out how you stream your live video. You've got a video source, you just need to work out how to stream it. So you can use vMix just to encode that video and then stream it out to wherever you like. Now maybe you need a way to get in additional NDI sources into your production. Perhaps you want to use vMix's industry-leading 8-camera instant replay, which we've seen used all over the world in large sports and esports tournaments. So as you can see, you can use different elements of vMix in your production, or you could use vMix for your entire show. It's entirely up to you. So I'd recommend taking a look at our feature list to see if it might work in your workflow. Now, as vMix is for the PC, you can build or purchase the computer that's tailored to your production needs. You don't need to spend any more based on what you want to do in your production. So we spend a lot of time and money here at vMix to make sure that it can be run effectively on off-the-shelf computers. Build your own computer, buy them from a computer shop, or purchase a laptop. Now, if you're tasked with finding out what computer you need to run vMix on, then you can check out our website and have a look at the vMix reference systems page, or go to vmixpc.com and that's going to redirect you there. Then you'll find specific computer builds for specific production requirements like HD video productions, instant replay, and 4K for examples. We also have information regarding the latest laptops for running vMix. Now, if you are a Mac user, unfortunately there's no native support, so you don't need to watch the rest of this video. Sorry about that, I really should have mentioned that at the start. You can boot camp and run Windows, but it's not something that we recommend. There are reasons, but this isn't the video for that. I don't quite have the time. Alright, so if you're from the accounting department, we do offer a single outright purchase for all of our vMix editions. If you prefer subscriptions, we offer a monthly subscription option called vMix Max, which is equivalent to our highest edition. And you can check out our website for all of the pricing. Now, if somebody has asked you to work out what this vMix thing is and you'd like to try it out, I'd recommend downloading our free 60-day trial at vmix.com. Just click on the download link, and after downloading and installing vMix, you can enter your email address to register a 60-day trial of vMix Pro. So there's no watermarks, just the full version of vMix for 60 days. Now, if you want to do that now so that you can follow along with this tutorial or live demo, I'll wait for you, or probably just hit pause on the video. It's probably going to be the easiest way to go. Alright, so we'll now go through a couple of scenarios for setting up a live video production with vMix. So firstly, I'm going to show you how to create a simple production with some cameras, a title, some images, and some video files, which is typically the building blocks of a live video production. Alright, so if you've got vMix installed, go ahead and open it up to follow along, or you can check out my desktop here as I talk through things. So when opening vMix the very first time, you'll see a little menu and you'll be able to create a new production. Now this production preset sets the resolution and frame rate for your production. What you'll want to do is think about what plans you have for this production and what equipment you have. Is all of your equipment Full HD, 720, 4K? Is it 25 frames a second, 30, 60 frames? So you'll need to think about what equipment you have and then match your production preset to that. You don't want to have mix matching frame rates. So you can change this in your production after the fact, and I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on. Okay, so once you've created your production, it's going to look something a little like this. Obviously not exactly like this, as I do have some things already in my production because I am recording this tutorial as a live demo because we're totally live. Alright, so up the top left hand corner you'll see that preset section. So you have your preset, then you can create a new preset, you can open a preset, and you can save it. So what you'll want to do is, just like a normal document that you're creating, you'll want to save it incrementally, and that's going to save where all your presets and all your settings are. So make sure that you do that as you create your production. So as you can see at the top here, my production is called livedemo.vmix, and it's a vMix preset file. So I just click save up the top here. As I'm going along, I can give it different names if I make slight changes, but when I open up vMix again, I can then open up this exact.
All right, it's time to talk about one of the best features inside of vMix, and that is vMix Social. If you to Twitter, authorize the app, get web browser. So with that being said, what we can do next is we want now to manage this, we hit the view button and boom, up comes the vMix Social web controller. So these really work hand in hand. You turn everything on and connect everything with the vMix Social app, and then you're able to monitor and control everything in this vMix Social web browser. So with that being said, what we can do next is we want to add an input inside of vMix so that we can have a nice title to map everything to. And this is going to make a little bit more sense once we add a title. So let's add a social media title. Now these are all great titles that are already ready to go. I really like this social ticker blue that's like a sidebar. But let's just pick any of these. Let's do this orange goss one. And essentially, this orange goss one looks like this, right? That is the orange goss. Now, inside of vMix Social, we need to tell vMix Social that's where we want to send the content. We want to send it to the orange goss one that it's detecting that already exists. And we can trigger it on overlay 3. And we learned about overlays in our last video. It will, there's 6 layers of overlays if you include the 2 stingers. And we can say, when I trigger this, go ahead and show it up on overlay 3. And what does trigger overlay mean? Well, it means that when we're over here in our vMix Social dashboard, which we can access from any computer, and honestly, I do this a lot. A lot of times I'll be at a different computer than the main vMix production computer. I'll see a comment come in, and I'll click send. And boom, it will send the comment directly to the title that's in vMix. Now, since we're saying trigger overlay, it will make it go up on overlay 3. But at the same time, if we don't have trigger overlay set up, it will just send the title to, basically the title that the producer would have to show on the overlay title. So that's kind of the way it works, and essentially you have the ability to mix YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch together. There's a few more options in here. I do like to have the overlay triggered, but I think sometimes that annoys our producer because then it pops up and he didn't turn it on. And he's like, I was using overlay 3 for something else, so maybe you want to use it, maybe not. You can also have it automatically update title with the most recent entries every 15 seconds or so. And you can choose to have just queued entries or repeat entries. And what that means is, as you send different entries, basically you have the option as you select these to either send it directly to the title or add it to the queue, and then you can view your queue. So a lot of times what will happen is you'll be receiving lots of different comments, lots on Facebook, lots on YouTube, and you only want to really look at a few of them. You want to queue up all the best ones, and then you can go through your queue and say, all right, I'm going to send that one, now I'm going to send this one, now I'm going to send this one. So vMix Social allows you to take the massive amount of comments that can be coming from multiple